Hi everyone, Quadian here. Chemistry with Quadian, it's our channel for chemistry students from all over the world. We will teach you every day about all of chemistry theory lessons. Subscribe our channel and press the bell button for daily lectures updates.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we will discuss oxidation number with detailed examples. Actually, this topic is related to our previous topic in which we have discussed the IUPAC naming of the coordination compound. There are 10 simple rules. If you follow these rules, you can assign the oxidation number to any atom in a compound. So let's see what these rules are. The first rule is, the convention is that the cation is written first in a chemical formula followed by the anion. For example, consider this chemical formula in which there is sodium hydride NaH. As Na is first written, so this is cation, and H is secondly written, so it is anion. The second rule is that the oxidation number of a free element is always 0. Means that element in their free state have always oxidation number 0. For example, H2, N2, O2, we know that the gases exist freely in the diatomic form. Like F2 also exists in the diatomic form. So the oxidation number of all these gases and the metals in their free state like sodium, magnesium, calcium have 0 oxidation number. The third rule is that the oxidation number of a monoatomic ion equals the charge of the ion. For example, the oxidation number of Na positive is 1 positive, magnesium 2 positive is +2, and N3 negative is -3. Means whatever the charge on the ion, it will be its oxidation number for monatomic ions. The fourth rule is that the usual oxidation state of hydrogen in all of its compound is +1, except metal hydrides. In metal hydrides, the oxidation number of hydrogen is 1 negative. For example, consider these two compounds in which hydrogen is attached to sodium. Here, hydrogen is in the form of hydride, so its oxidation number is -1. While in magnesium, H2, it is also in the hydride form. Magnesium is in 2 positive state and 2 hydrogen mean 2 negative. 1 hydrogen carry 1 negative, so oxidation number here is 1 negative for hydrogen. The fifth rule is that the oxidation number of oxygen compound is usually -2. There are few exceptions. These exceptions are OF2. In OF2, the oxygen is 2 positive because it is attached to more electronegative atom, fluorine. The more electronegative atom has a negative charge while other has positive charge. And the first rule also satisfies here that at the start we have cation, and secondly then we write the anion. So O has 2 positive, and also the second exception is that the peroxides, in peroxides the oxygen also has -1 oxidation state, not -2. For example, H2O2, barium oxide are peroxides, and here the oxidation state of 1 negative. The oxidation state of oxygen is 1 negative. The sixth rule is the oxidation number of group 1A elements in a compound is +1. You know that the first group are alkali metals, and they include lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium, and the oxidation number is always +1. The seventh rule is that the oxidation number of group 2A elements in a compound is 2 positive. Group 2A elements, you know, are alkaline earth metal, and they include beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium. They always have oxidation number of 2 positive. The eighth rule is that the oxidation number of a group 7A in a compound is -1. The group 7A means the halogen family, fluorine, chlorine, bromine. They have oxidation number of -1, except when that the element is combined with one having a highly electronegative atom. The oxidation number of chlorine is -1 in HCl because here chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen, so it has oxidation number of -1. But the oxidation number of chlorine is +1 in HOCl because here oxygen is more electronegative than chlorine, so chlorine have oxidation number of +1. hydrogen has +1 and oxygen 2 negative. Ninth point is the sum of the oxidation number of all the atoms in a neutral compound is 0. Means this compound is neutral because it has no positive negative sign. The sum of the oxidation number of these two atoms will be 0. Here chromium has there is 1 atom of chromium and chlorine has 3 atoms. So we have said in the 8th rule that halogen family have oxidation number of -1. So 3 chlorines mean 3 negative. So chromium will be 3 positive in order to make this compound neutral. The last point is that the sum of the oxidation number in a polyatomic ion is equal to the charge of the ion. What does this mean? This means that SO4 2 negative, this must be equal to -2. The oxidation number of these will be sum up in such a way that their answer will be -2. You can solve this in a simple way like this. Compound consists of sulfur and 4 oxygen atoms. This must be equal to -2. We have to find the oxidation state of sulfur, and we know that oxygen is -2 in most of its compound. So -2 multiplied by 4 is equal to -2. X is equal to 4 multiplied to -8 is equal to -2. When you have to find the value of x, the -8 will be shifted to the other side of the equal, and -2 the sign will be reversed here and answer come to be +6. Means that the oxidation state of sulfur must be +6 here. You can simply solve this in your mind that -2 multiplied by 4 -8. What should you put here that the answer comes to be -2? It is obvious, +6 -8 is equal to -2. Now other examples are KMnO4 and Cr2O3. Let's first solve the KMnO4. This chemical formula consists of potassium, manganese, and 4 oxygen atoms. As this is a neutral compound, the sum of these oxidation number must be equal to 0. Potassium belongs to alkali metal group 1A, so its oxidation number will be +1. You have to find out the oxidation number of manganese. 4 oxygen means 4 multiplied -2. This must be equal to 0. When you solve this and get the value of x, the value comes to be +7. Means manganese has oxidation number of +7. Simply you can solve this. 4 multiplied -2 -8. Potassium is +1. To make neutral compound, manganese should be +7, so that overall charge will be 0. Now consider this chromium 2O3, chromium oxide, Cr2O3. It consists of 2 chromium atoms and 3 oxygen atoms. These must be equal to 0. So we have to find the oxidation number of chromium. 2x plus 3 multiplied -2, because oxygen has oxidation number of -2 in most of its compounds. So 2x plus -6 is equal to 0. Take -6 on the other side, sign will be reversed and it will be +6. And if you find the value of x, 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. Means the oxidation number of chromium here is 3. 6, you can simply solve this. 3 multiplied -2 -6 and +6 for chromium. As there are 2 atoms of chromium, so each chromium contains 3 charge, +3 charge. So hope so you will now calculate the oxidation number of any atom in any other compound. If you like this lecture, kindly subscribe our channel. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.